There's been some controversy this past Sunday about a certain individual making its return backstage at WWE Extreme Rules pay-per-view in the PBG Paints Arena. I believe it was in Pittsburgh on July 15th. Hulk Hogan is back. Well, I don't know if he's back full time or anything. I don't know if he signed a new deal, but all I know is he's reinstated in the WWE Hall of Fame, and that got people talking. Whether it was positive or negative, it got a lot of people talking. And here's my stance on this. And if you follow me on Twitter, you will understand where I'm coming from. Okay? So, I saw the tweet. First, I realized Hogan was back reinstated via WWE tweet, but I saw it through CM Pulse's quote tweet. And I clicked on it. And I seen what Pulse was referring to. He was referring, like, in his quote tweet, he said he was basically just taking what Hogan said, about Brooke and saying the N-word and all that stuff, and putting it in the tweet. Obviously, he blurred out the N-word and stuff, but yeah, he put the quote in the tweet, quoting WWE's tweet of reinstating Hogan. And when I saw Hogan's face and I saw the tweet and I put it together, I was like, okay. And then I literally quoted Pulse's tweet by saying, I was afraid that this was going to happen. I even said it on the podcast recently. I think it was back in March when Daniel Bryan got reinstated or got cleared to wrestle. And I basically said, because I kept hearing rumors that Hogan was going to come back to WWE eventually, I said he shouldn't come back because I felt it was a little bit too soon. But mainly because he comes back, every bad shit he said is going to be brought up once again. And that's exactly what happened here. Okay, so, and then I see tweets, and I see Hogan trending on Twitter, and I see all this stuff. So I went out my way. If you follow me on Twitter, you will see my tweets. But I went out my way, and I said on Twitter, I said, hashtag Hulk Hogan. My thoughts on Hogan being back into the WWE Hall of Fame. Hashtag WWE HOF. Honestly, I am a bit happy and I've moved on. I moved on. What am I gonna get for keep on talking about a topic that shouldn't bother me because he said some racist shit? So have others, but people forgave them. Meaning that other people have done and said bad shit, but over the years, people have forgave them. That's where I was coming from with that. And then I said, after I made another tweet following that first tweet, I want to move on, and I'm speaking for myself. But there are people that will not let go of the past regarding how fucked up it is. If I, a black male, am able to move on and not hold this against Hogan, why can't you? If he messes up again, then he has to work even harder to make up. And what I was saying, I was just saying, look, if I can move on from this and just not, look at Hogan as a bad guy, as others are doing, because I don't like, here's the thing, I don't like to let racist stuff get to me. I really don't. I really try so hard to not take anyone seriously if they have to use, or if someone's angry and they use a racial slur, or they use a racist, or they just say something racist at all to any race, regardless, doesn't matter what, any race at all, and they say something bad, I don't really take them seriously. I don't take it as serious as everyone else does. Because in the end, it's like you're just degrading yourself and you're just making yourself look worse than you probably already are. I look at you like you are so low and that desperate to try to get a certain reaction out of me that you were willing to stoop that low and go that route to talk racist shit towards me. That's how I look at it. And when Hogan said all this shit, and I actually made a video about this on my other channel, when I first heard about it. I was disappointed that this happened, and I was disappointed about Hogan, But then years went on, I realized that he was taped. He wasn't. But then again, it doesn't make it right for him to say it overall. And I understand a lot of people, and I think, what was it, Monday or Tuesday, I see, a lot of reports saying that, guys like the New Day and Titus O'Neil are just not having it. And they're not going to accept Hogan's apology, I guess. I don't know what Titus said. I've seen it on Wrestle Talk's video about what Titus said, because he fucking blocked me. I don't know what he blocked me for, but he blocked me. But regardless, but yeah, Titus O'Neil, New Day, they all made statements how they felt about the matter, about the situation, and guys like New Day and guys like Mark Henry, I appreciate so much, because they all said, they did not, they feel indifferent to how to when Hogan came back and what he said and shit. They feel indifferent. But at least they're willing to give him a chance. They want to see firsthand how much change did Hogan actually make. Has Hogan really changed for the better? Here's from Pro Wrestling Sheet, just based off the tweet before they have their link. Literally says, New Day say they won't associate with Hulk Hogan until genuine effort to change is made, meaning that they're willing to watch and see Hogan actually make a change and make a difference. And once he does come through, then they're obviously gonna give him another chance and see where it goes from there. Mark Henry came out and said almost the same thing. And Mark Henry also said that, it's 50-50 backstage. There's some people that went there and shook his hand, and but there's other people that just, obviously, like Titus O'Neil, not having it. Here's how I look at it. He fucked up. Plain and simple. He fucked up. And I'm not trying to look at Hulk Hogan how others do. Everyone else is like, oh, but he's Hulk Hogan. He's the legend in this business. Without Hulk Hogan, there is no business in wrestling. I'm not looking at him in that light. I don't want to. Because, yeah, he may have had a lot of success, and he may be the main reason why a lot of things are happening now. But I don't want to look at him like that, because it's kind of pathetic in my eyes. It's so because he's a big name, you have to accept him? No. But, and I'm not going to try to look at someone else and be like, oh, but this person did this person did that, but you forgave them for this. I'm not going to look at him like that at all. I'm not going to do that either. It's just straight up Hogan. He fucked up. He messed up clearly. He messed up. He got caught. And he went backstage and he basically said, look, you can't say what you want. You got to be careful what you say, especially when there's cameras on you. And some people like to take what he said there and just slice it in half and look at it at a good side, saying, yeah, it's true. You got to be careful what you say online. But there's other half where it's like, okay, so what you're saying is you can say whatever the fuck you want, but when there's cameras on you, if you say whatever you want, it could turn out bad and it'll bite you in the ass. Kind of like with Hogan. And more people are leaning towards that side more than, yeah, if you say whatever you want, you're gonna it's not gonna end well for you, pretty much. And what I'm trying to say is, just move on from this, man. And coming out and saying, you racist piece of shit, and all that stuff, just spewing out all this negative stuff, it doesn't make it better at all. Despite how you feel, it doesn't make the situation better that you coming out and just berating the fucking guy. Just coming out and just talking all this crap. Just saying that he's a racist shit, no. It doesn't make it does not make it better in my eyes. It's just adding more shit to the negative situation that's already been, in my eyes, handled. Hogan came back. They allowed him. At first, I looked at it like, okay, Hogan's back in WWE. That means he's straight. Then we good now. We're okay. No. Just because WWE, a company that will do almost anything for good publicity, okay, just because they accepted him doesn't mean everyone else should accept him. I understand that, and I knew that right the second I saw that tweet that he's reinstated. But at the same time, I'm sure Hogan learned from his mistake or his fuck up. I don't want to use the word mistake. When I think of mistake, I think of like, oh, like you're in a long line, you backed up and you stepped on someone's shoe. You didn't know he was there. Mistake. That's not supposed to happen, right? Hogan, he said what he said. Okay, that was, I bet in his mind at the time when he said it, I don't care if he was at a dark point of his life, he said what he said. It was meant to happen. Him getting caught was not supposed to happen in his eyes, but in the end he did get caught, and it's somebody actually had the balls to actually release it online to fuck him up bad. So, straight up, my main thing about this is just move on from it. Give him a chance. Let's see what he does. If he fucks up, then he's fucked. Plain and simple. He's on an island by himself, you know, and no one's there with him. No one's standing beside him. He's on this island all alone, and no one is ever going to look at him the same ever again, you know? But if he's able to come through and actually change and actually does better and actually proves to everyone that he has learned from that mess up and he's looking forward to move on into the future and just try to make things a lot better. Once he goes that route to make things better, then I honestly think everyone should shut the fuck up about this whole situation and just don't bring it up and just don't talk about it because it's not necessary. But if he messes up again, then he's fucked, he's on his own, he's done, it's a wrap. Like the word Hulk Hogan will have a bad taste in your mouth every time you say the name Hulk Hogan if he messes up again. That's my thoughts. It may sound confusing, but that's my thoughts on this entire situation. He fucks up, he's fucked. But if he goes on the good path, then he's good for the rest of his life. And nobody should ever try to put negative shit on it again. That's how I look at it. So let's just see. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you should just forgive him. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say, let's see what happens. Give him a chance. Whether you don't want to or not, you got to give him at least the benefit of the doubt to see what he's willing to do to make things right. So that's my stance on this entire situation. There you go. Outside of that, welcome to the 7 Days Podcast, where we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. Rumors of the day, okay? I'm not going to talk about this Hogan situation anymore because I said what I need to say. But outside of that, we got Rumors of the Day by CagesideSeats.com. Brock Lesnar's advertised for Monday Night Raw on July 30th in Miami, Florida, American Airlines Arena, making his first televised appearance since the Greatest Royal Rumble, where he will be interacting with his SummerSlam challenger, which would either be the Big Dog or the Dominator in Lashley. So, we'll see with that next week and the following week on the 30th of July for Raw. Also, AJ Styles is currently penciled in to face and defeat Samoa Joe at SummerSlam. I've seen Walt Culture's video. I'm starting to get back into wrestling channels again, and I see Walt Culture making a video. I'm actually subscribed back to Cultaholic. I used to not. I used to be subscribed, and I unsubscribed, and I'm back subscribed with Cultaholic. But yeah, I saw a video from Walt Culture. Making a video about who should be AJ Styles' opponents, or I see Wrestle Talks podcast, the Wrestle Ramble, about, you know, who should be AJ Styles' opponent. Everybody's saying Joe. It should be Joe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I won't mind if it's Joe, but I'm not really excited for AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. I just don't see the excitement in this match. Why should it be Joe? Is it because he said he's going to go after the WWE title? Yeah, he said that many months ago, but what happened since? He lost Money in the Bank. He lost to Roman Reigns at Backlash. He's fucked. Samoa Joe is screwed, you know? And if he gets a title shot here, I mean, I'm not going to get excited. It's going to be like, oh, Samoa Joe, okay, and that's it. And then Samoa Joe's going to make awesome promos about how he's going to beat AJ Styles and end his 200-plus days as WWE champion, you know? That's pretty much it. And then they might have some interactions here and there, but that's pretty much it. Unless they're going to add some history saying that, oh, they used to be in TNA and used to kill it. You know, they were the two guys, you know, that was dominating in that company. No, they're not going to say that. They're not. So I'm surprised that Styles and Joe never fought in WWE, but at the same time, I'm not really excited for Joe and Styles. I kind of want to see someone else take his spot. The question is, I don't really have a good idea of who is going to be facing AJ Styles. I'm going to have to look at the WWE SmackDown Live roster to figure that out, because I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know who should face him, to be honest. It's weird. You know, it's weird. So when I think about the roster, like, yeah, Samoa Joe comes to mind, but at the same time, I honestly don't see the hype in this match. You know, it's kind of like when AJ Styles was taking on Nakamura. Everybody was so hyped about this, saying this is going to be the best match of the night, best match of the year. What happened, huh? What happened? It got sabotaged. So, yeah. So, if anyone that should fight, I have an idea. The one person I want, but they're going to have a match at SummerSlam, though. It's either Daniel Bryan or The Miz. That's who I want to face AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan or The Miz. But here's the thing, though. I don't want AJ Styles' WWE Championship reign to come to an end. I don't. I want AJ Styles to beat CM Punk's WWE 2011 to 2013 Championship reign. I want AJ freaking Styles, the phenomenal one, to break it. Because at least when he leaves the WWE on good gracious, on good ways, they're going to bring it up. They're going to say, oh, AJ Styles held that title for a long time and all this stuff. You know, when Punk left, they haven't mentioned anything about this title reign except for Tom Phillips one episode on SmackDown Live saying that AJ Styles is the longest reigning WWE champion in the past 5 years. So, pretty much. I don't want AJ Styles' title reign come to an end, but when it comes to a match I just want to see at SummerSlam overall, if it's not Samoa Joe for me, then it has to be either The Miz or Daniel Bryan. That's all I got to say about that. That's pretty much it. So apparently Kane, Pro Wrestling, I think it's Pro Wrestling Insider or PW Insider, whatever the fuck. PW Insider. Kane's injury is to his Achilles tendon and occurred on a July 10th SmackDown. He's not expected back on WWE TV anytime soon, since he's going to be doing his campaign to be mayor in Tennessee. So I guess Kane actually had an injury on SmackDown before the pay-per-views. 5 days before 5 or 6 days before the pay-per-view, Kane got an injury. Or yeah, and I guess that's why they went that route to do damage to Kane's leg at Extreme Rules, and that's why I have no problem not seeing Kane. There's gonna be one day I'm gonna be like, I wish I see Kane again. There's gonna be one day out of the entire year where I'm gonna be like, I wish this guy came back. I wish this guy came back. So that's pretty much it. Oh, but yeah. Oh, there's some other news here. Former Knockouts champion Sienna, known as, I'm not gonna read her name. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I'm not good. I don't react to real life people's names. I like to use their wrestling name because at least people will understand what I'm saying, and I don't feel like I'm trying to make it personal. So if I ever see CM Punk and he would like me to call him by his real name, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna call him by CM Punk. Just saying. But yeah, former Knockout champion Sienna is done with Impact. According to Squared Circle Sirens, her contract expired while she was out on injury, and she did not resign. So I would like to see Sienna in WWE. NXT. No, not NXT. I don't want to see her in NXT because Shayna Baszler is freaking killing it as the top heel female as the champion. There's no one better than Shayna Baszler right now as far as heel character goes. She developed hardcore to the best way possible. She went from someone I just looked at it, okay, just a UFC fighter, whatever. She's probably gonna fall flat, not really gonna be exciting. And then she once she won the championship, moving forward, oh my god, when she makes people go to sleep, or she did that stomp to the arm to Dakota Kai, oh my lord. According to CBSSports.com, Charlotte Flair has a return date in mind. It was reported about a month ago that Flair would be needing to take time off to repair a ruptured breast implant, and that has been confirmed to be the case. Flair revealed that she had suffered a rupture prior to WrestleMania, but waited to go under surgery due to other commitments she had coming up. The decision to hold off on the surgery, however, appears to have been one that was ill-advised, as she also admitted she had gotten sick from the floating silicone. So, here's what Charlotte said. I quote, "I got sick a few times. That may have been from it," Flair said. "Silicone got all the way in my armpit." But good news is that all seems to be well with the multi-time women's champ, and she even has a return date in mind. Flair admitted to Menounos on the show that she's cleared to return to action on July 31st, which is on SmackDown Live. She is, of course, aiming to return to action on that night's edition of SmackDown, which is certainly no surprise given her competitiveness. Flair last competed in the ring as part of the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match on June 17th at the pay-per-view, which Alexa Bliss won and cashed in later on the night. So, yeah, Charlotte Flair are going to be back by the end of the month, pretty much. And it's cool to see Charlotte again. It was actually cool for her to take a freaking break because she's been through a lot and she's been killing it. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I didn't want to see her being champion anymore, and when Carmella I'm not gonna lie, when Carmella cashed in, I was happy. But then look what we got now. so I kind of regret having Carmella cash in, if you ask me. Oh man. But I appreciate the fact that Carmella is standing up for herself when all these people are coming out saying, "Oh, Carmella this! Oh, Carmella that! Carmella can't wrestle! Carmella sucks!" My feelings toward Carmella is like, I don't really like her as champion right now. I don't want to come at her on Twitter and be like, "Oh, you suck! Fuck you!" No, because then she could just shut me down so hard. She could just be like, "Bitch, I actually saw a tweet. She said to somebody saying, I'm rich, I'm hot, I'm a champion, this, and you're nothing," pretty much. So, when someone could just say that to me, it's like, oh. It's like I get sad for like 5 seconds, then I move on. Holy shit. So, there's more news. NXT will be running back War Games later on this year. It was announced on Monday that TakeOver War Games will be taking place tonight prior to Survivor Series, which will be on November 17th in the Staples Center. So, TakeOver Los Angeles, California, pretty much. War Games will emanate from Los Angeles in the Staples Center, the same venue as Survivor Series will be. Survivor Series has not reached up to the potential or reached up to the level of awesomeness like the one in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Just saying, 2016 Survivor Series was probably the best Survivor Series we've had in how long? just saying, just saying. From Goldberg beating Brock, the men's Survivor Series, the tag team Survivor Series match, the women's Survivor Series was okay, probably like the least favorite out of all the matches, but still, there were some matches that didn't need to be on the card, like the Cruiserweight situation, or Sami Zayn versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. All that didn't need to be necessary, but everything else, okay. So, NXT brought back the NWA/WCW staple match last year, and Undisputed Era won against Sanity and the Authors of Pain with Roderick Strong, in the War Games match, which is cool. I don't know if they're going to put in the video game, though. I honestly think they're not going to do it. They're not going to put in the video game. If they do, oh my god, 2K. 2K. Oh, hell yeah. But, that's great. That's a great match for me to use in my Universe mode, but outside of that, I mean, come on, 2K. Come on. Make the fans happy. And watch everybody's going to come out and be like, oh, 2K sucks. It didn't do it. Whatever. I think that's it. NXT signed a talent. I forgot her name. What's her name? Leo Shirai? Leo Shirai? I don't fucking know. They got these Japanese wrestlers signing in. I don't know these people. So, kind of like with Kairi Sane. I never heard of Kairi Sane. And they brought her in, and I like Kairi Sane, and she's the number one contender for the Women's Championship at TakeOver Brooklyn. And sadly, I do know the spoilers for next week's episode of NXT TakeOver. The Madman won the championship. God damn. And then Gargano got involved as well. So, holy shit. That is cool to see someone. I actually love the story that's being told. By the way, Cain Velasquez, UFC former champion Cain Velasquez, was at the Performance Center. What? And by the way, I knew Daniel Bryan was going to re-sign with the WWE. Like, come on. Come on now. I said this, I think it was Extreme Rules predictions. I said that Daniel Bryan was going to re-sign with the WWE. I mean, come on. I mean, maybe he's gonna have an extension, but I think he's gonna resign and then pretty much resign fully, So I'm on WrestlingInc.com. As noted, former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez was at last night's NXT TV tapings, and was after working with the talent at the Performance Center earlier in the week. Above in the video, Cain Velasquez, on the website. Holy shit, I'm actually surprised that a UFC fighter actually wants to wrestle in WWE. How old is Cain Velasquez? Jesus Christ, how old is this guy? I think he's only 35 years old and he wants to be a wrestler. Respect. Finn Balor's 36, 37? Yeah, so I think Shinsuke Nakamura's 36. I think so. I don't know why the good guys are in their 30s now. Seth Rollins, I think he's in his early 30s. Roman Reigns is about to hit that. Either Roman Reigns is or he's about to hit early 30s. Anyway, there has been a lot of rumors about Daniel Bryan's WWE contract status as of late. One rumor said Bryan turned down a contract extension, and another claimed he signed an extension. Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer message board that these reports are false, Meltzer wrote. No extension has been signed or offered as I figured. But I still think that Daniel Bryan is gonna resign. This is just me saying. I think Bryan is gonna resign. Like I said, why would he go through all this shit for WWE to finally bring him back to wrestle and then be like, fuck you, you took too long, I'm out, I'm gonna go elsewhere. What? And for all these people to be like, oh, he could go and wrestle Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Cody and Okada and Naito and all these fuckers out here. Really? For these one match situations. You know, for the New Japan stuff, yeah, he could have story. But I'm just saying, for all these, you're just saying all of that to see one match. I mean, come on. I mean, I know he's going to resign. He wants to stay in WWE. He wants to wrestle in WWE. I mean, if you wanted to go, he wouldn't have lobbied for all these fucking years for WWE to say, you know what, Daniel, let's resign you. You know? Now, maybe if you want to go conspiracy theory route, that, yeah, maybe they resign him because, well, oh shit, his contract's coming up. Oh, if you don't let him wrestle, then he's gonna leave. Fuck, what do we do? Yo, Brian, you could come back. Like, come on. Come on, man. If you want to go that route, I mean, it's possible. This company's fucked up either way. But if you want, it's possible that they probably went that route where it's like, yo, Brian, you want to wrestle here still? You want to wrestle in WWE? You want to wrestle here? Or do you still do? Oh, okay, good. Okay, yeah, you can wrestle. You go ahead, go train, get back in the ring, get in ring shape. Go ahead, you know, you can come back and wrestle. You'll wrestle at WrestleMania. That's a good start, right, Daniel? And then when he leaves, it's like, okay, that's good. We're making him happy. He's wrestling here again. So that way, when his contract comes up on September 1st, hell yeah, he's gonna fucking resign. Hell yeah, and then he's gonna be right under a palm. But the thing is, we can't make him retire again because that's gonna make us look really fucking bad. So here's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna push him. What we're going to do is, he's going to be under our fingertips, and he's not going to get pushed at all. We're going to put him in so many useless rivalries, it's not even funny. Who knows? That could be that could be their entire meeting on Daniel Bryan. Who knows? So, apparently, I'm recording this on the 19th, where there's some motherfucking fire truck going. I think it's a fire truck. I don't think it's a... I can't live in a neighborhood where it's peaceful and quiet for once. God. Anyways. Oh, there's another one coming. I don't know if you can hear it in the microphone. I can hear it. Holy shit. But yeah. I'm recording this on the 19th. It should be out by tomorrow, or if not, the 21st, which is a Saturday. That Carmella made it clear that on the 19th, which was the same date on the draft 2 years ago. 2 years ago marks since Carmella got drafted from Raw. From Raw, bitch. No, you got drafted from NXT, I think. Yeah, you were in NXT, not from Raw. Yeah, they got this mixed up. But anyways, yeah. Pretty much, Carmella got drafted on July 19th to SmackDown Live as the last draft pick. Miss Irrelevant, as they call it. And then she said, look, 2 years ago today, I was the very last draft pick. Miss Irrelevant to the first ever two-time, well, I'm adding the two-time, but first ever Miss Money in the Bank, and now SmackDown Live Women's Champion. A lot can change. A lot has changed in 2 years, and I'm only getting started. Hashtag Mella is money. Throwback Thursday. Or Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah. Anyways, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, she was at the bottom of the barrel, and now she's at the top of the women's division. Now, let's discuss Randy Orton. Let's talk about him real quick before I go. You see, Randy Orton coming back as a heel. Everybody say, oh, he's a bloodthirsty heel again. Yeah, look, I'm sorry to burst your bubbles, okay? He's never going to be at the same level as he was 9 years ago. I'm sorry, but that's just fact. if he's gonna pump people in the head, then we got the best Randy Orton in WWE again. But if he's not gonna pump people in the skull, forget about it, okay? But him grabbing Jeff Hardy's ear hole by the finger and just pulling the fucking thing like it's a hook, that looked frightening. That looked nasty. I honestly thought it was bleeding. I thought Jeff Hardy was bleeding from that, but it was just a strand of his hair. But that looked sick. That looked nasty. And I was like, I am never getting my fucking ears pierced because of Randy Orton. Because what if one dude just grabbed my shit and just try to pull the shit and he won't let go? Unlike Randy Orton, he won't let go and actually rip my shit in half. Think about that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So, man. So Randy Orton coming back as heel. What do we do with Randy Orton nowadays? Well, he made it clear that he's attacking Jeff Hardy. He's going to explain why. He said it himself. He's like, you want to know why I'm beating you up? You're going to know soon. Not now, but soon. Pretty much, right? And also, after he beat up Jeff Hardy, he was like looking for Nakamura. He's like, where's Nakamura? Where's Nakamura? And they DDT'd Hardy onto the floor off the table. So I think Randy Orton is back as a heel to not only start something with Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy's going to be off TV for a while. At first, I was thinking, oh shit, SummerSlam, we're going to have Randy Orton, Nakamura, and Jeff Hardy in a triple threat. Hell yeah. But now thinking about it, yeah, Jeff Hardy might be gone because, he's been working hurt as of late. So I think they're going to give Hardy a couple of weeks off to recover. So maybe we might get Randy Orton versus Shinsuke Nakamura. But that's heel versus heel, though. It's heel versus heel. Do we really want that? I don't know. I don't think we should. I think a triple threat match would be good. I don't know if Hardy would be able to recover by the time SummerSlam comes around. If SummerSlam comes around, by the time SummerSlam comes around, hopefully Jeff Hardy will be able to recover. And we'll have the triple threat. That's what I would do. Triple threat match: Orton, Hardy, and Nakamura. Then obviously I would have. I don't know who would win that match because Nakamura just won the title. I would actually want Randy Orton to chase the championship, and then, or actually no, let Randy Orton go through this. Oh, here's what I would do. Oh my god. Okay, so Randy Orton goes after the U.S. title. He fails at SummerSlam, and then he comes out on SmackDown and basically says, "Look, I'm sick and tired of seeing AJ Styles as the WWE champion." So if it's gonna, and people are saying that it's gonna be Samoa Joe fighting AJ Styles at Hell in a Cell, here's what I would do. If that's what's gonna happen, then fuck it, Joe versus Styles, Hell in a Cell. But at the Super Show in Australia, that's where Randy Orton gets his opportunity at the WWE title. Does he win it? No. Nobody beats AJ Styles. He holds the title until WrestleMania, pretty much. Do what CM Punk should have done in 2013. But I digress. Yeah, pretty much. AJ Styles beats Randy Orton barely because Randy Orton is a heel, so Orton obviously going to dominate the match. And I really hope Randy Orton does not become authority Randy Orton. That is probably my least favorite Randy Orton of all time. Nowadays Randy Orton, people say, oh, he's boring. You should go back when he was in the Authority. He wasn't doing shit. From when he turned heel in 2013 to when he got beat up by Rollins after Hell in the Cell in 2014, Randy Orton in that year and change, was awful. He was just nothing but a complaining bitch. And also kept being like, oh, if you want me to bring back the Viper again. What? You need the Authority's permission to bring back the Viper? No. You should be the Viper on a 24-hour basis, okay? So, Yeah, if anyone comes out and says, "Oh, Randy Orton's been boring, all year or last year or 2 years ago," bitch, just look at the authority Randy Orton 4 years ago, and there you go. That's the worst Randy Orton you will ever see in WWE. Worse than his debut year. Worse than last year. Worse than when he was WWE champion this past year. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, Randy Orton may be boring nowadays as a babyface, but heel authority Randy Orton is the worst Orton of all time. And it looks like Randy Orton nowadays, he looks like to be a hitman pretty much, where he's just gonna strike whenever he wants. I don't know if that works, if that analogy or comparison works, but yeah, you get what I mean. Like Orton's just gonna attack people whenever he feels like it. And there's a purpose behind it. And I feel like maybe on SmackDown this coming Tuesday, he's going to come out and say, you know what, you want to know why I attacked so-and-so? Want to know why I attacked Jeff Hardy? It's because, I don't know, maybe because he beat him at Backlash and he hurt him. He hurt Randy Orton. I don't know. Maybe he took his U.S. title, or I don't know. He took away the opportunity to beat Jinder Mahal. Maybe that. I don't know. But yeah, Randy Orton as a heel, as a dangerous, bloodthirsty heel. I really hope he stays like that, and when he's after something, he's gonna get it, and when he wants something, he's gonna do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Kind of like in 2009, he wanted the WWE title and revenge on Triple H. What did he do? He kicked Vincent McMahon in the skull. He kicked Shane in the skull. RKO, and then later on DDT, and planted a smoocheroo on Stephanie McMahon while she was barely freaking conscious, with Triple H handcuffed towards the rope, and he had to watch everything. And it had a brawl the next week, and then I think Triple H broke into his house, and then at WrestleMania couldn't get the title, but then almost tried to kick Vince in the head, and then Batista came back, and then beat Triple H in a one-on-one no disqualification match in London, and then won the title in a 6-man tag at Backlash. Kind of like that. So let's just hope that Randy Orton stays this way, where he's actually like people say, when Randy Orton does not have any excitement, or when he's not in an exciting feud, or where he's not interested in anything, he's not gonna put any effort in it, I guess. I mean, if you're in his shoes, I mean, wouldn't you do the same thing? If you were, a guy that has accomplished a lot, and he's only been in the WWE since 2002, so about 16 years, I think. Yeah, 16 years. Yeah, 16 years. He's been here since six. Jesus Christ, and he's about to turn 40 in a couple years from now. So, if you're Randy Orton status, I mean, wouldn't you not care whatever feud you're in? If it's not exciting to you, you could just go there. You'd be like, yeah, whatever, fuck it, let's just do it. I don't know. But yeah, and I think that's it. 7 Days Podcast. I've said what I need to say about the Hogan situation, and I talked about the recent stuff that's been going on. Should I really talk about Roman Reigns and Lashley? Fuck it, let's do it before I go. Okay. WWE had something in mind. They had a gold mine, I should say. They had the right things in the right places, and they choose the wrong people at the end of the night. They had Balor, McIntyre, and Roman in one match, and they had Lashley, Seth, and Elias in the other. Here's the thing. I would have switched that up. Just to make everybody happy. I would have had Roman, Lashley, and Elias versus in their own match. And then we had Rollins, Balor, McIntyre. I mean, tell me that doesn't sound good. Okay? And then we have Roman or Bobby win this one. win the first triple threat, and we have either Balor or Rollins win the other. And then boom, or McIntyre even, but if we have McIntyre win, it's gonna make it so predictable that Roman's gonna fucking win overall. With Rollins, it's like you have hope, like, oh, maybe they're gonna give Rollins an opportunity. But what did they do? They had Roman win, boo. They had Lashley win, fuck you. That's pretty much it. When they had Lashley win, I had a feeling Lashley was not going to lose his match because he just beat Roman Reigns the other night at Extreme Rules. He should be in line to face Brock for the Universal title. But they had Roman Reigns win the triple threat the first time, and then they had Lashley win it in the main event. So those guys have to face it out next week on Raw. My excitement for this entire situation went flat so hard. It got 50% flat when Roman won, and then it got worse when Lashley won. And here's the thing, I like both guys, and I kind of enjoyed their match at Extreme Rules. I did. It wasn't really exciting, but it wasn't the worst match I expected out of the entire show. Asuka and Carmella got that honor, but Roman Reigns winning, oh my god, I don't want to see Roman and Brock again. I just don't. You had your chances all these years, and you didn't pull the trigger. And now I feel like I should be pulling my own trigger and end my fucking misery, because I honestly can't sit here and tell you I'm excited for Monday Night Raw, where Lashley and Roman gonna main event the show, and the winner gets to fight the Beast. No, I'm not excited. I'm not. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so are we going to get a match that we've seen 2 times this fucking year, and we're going to see the 3rd time at SummerSlam, or we get a first time ever, and something that backs up Lashley's claims. Remember what he said? I have legit tools to beat Brock Lesnar. And then he said on Raw this past Monday, I will become Universal Champion. So, which one would you go with? The red pill or the blue pill? The red pill is Roman Reigns, and the blue pill is Bobby Lashley. And here's the difference in this pills, okay? The red pill in Roman Reigns is what is it? It is, see, with Lashley's pill, it helps you fall asleep, but it gives you at least about 2 minutes of excitement, but the rest of it, it'll just help you fall asleep. Roman Reigns' pill, it helps you fall asleep entirely. So which one would you rather pick? One, you get a little bit of excitement, but you fall asleep in the end, or you fall asleep and you don't care about watching overall? I would go with the blue pill, because at least Lashley and Brock never fought, never interact until now. So why wait, if you ask me? And Roman and Brock, I don't want to see it again, because we all know what's going to happen in the match. German suplex, spear, 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 German suplex, F5 kick out, Superman punch, 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 German suplex, headbutt, Samoan drop, spear, Superman punch, spear, F5 kick out, spear, got the win. If that does not happen, I'll be shocked. But overall, Brock and Roman is not the way to go, because you've done it and it's bad and we don't want it no more. And here's the thing. If it was going to be Lashley and Roman overall in this whole number 1 contender situation, why did you wait until this coming Monday to do it when you had the opportunity to do it at Extreme freaking Rules, when it's not even extreme at all? Oh, is it? And some people will say, well, it's because Lashley got the win. Lashley was not supposed to beat Roman Reigns. If their match was never supposed to be a number one contenders match, then that's fucked up. That is fucked up. You're telling me that if Roman was in a number one contenders match, he has to win? But when he's not, he can put over a talent. Then why couldn't he put over Jinder Mahal at Money in the Bank? Why couldn't he put over Samoa Joe at Backlash if he was not in a number one contender situation? I don't understand it. So, yeah. This is fucked up. Well, either way, I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley for the dub. I don't want Roman to win this match, but if he wins this match, in the end, I honestly don't care in the end. I just want someone to beat Brock and take the goddamn title off of him. That's it. That's all I want. Okay? Yeah, it may work to a lot of people that, Brock Lesnar's getting booed because, WWE storyline of how Roman Reigns come out and said that, he doesn't care about the people. He only cares about the money and all this stuff. Right? People chanted strip the title and all that. It's not. It's more like it's like legit heat. It's not like how Elias gets heat pretty much, or how Tommaso Ciampa gets heat, where we want to see Brock Lesnar get his ass kicked. We just want him to take the fucking title off him. That's all we want. Take the title off him and give him the boot towards UFC, and that's it. I don't care anymore. I lost so much interest for Brock Lesnar over the past 3 fucking years. After his feud with The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar could kiss my ass about him being in the WWE. After his feud with The Undertaker, after that great match at Hell in a Cell 2015, I don't care about Brock Lesnar. I don't. And yet, when Goldberg came back, that gave me a little bit of excitement. It's like, oh shit. But I only cared about Goldberg. Didn't really care about Brock. And after he lost to Goldberg at Survivor Series, I was like, no. Don't really care about Brock Lesnar. And then he won the Universal title. I was like, okay. At that point, I was like, you know what? Maybe. I had hope. I was like, they might bring prestige to this Universal Championship because it worked well with the WWE title, where Brock Lesnar didn't defend it, at one point, from late September all the way to January. He did not defend it. But then, from January after the Royal Rumble all the way to WrestleMania. So 2 months apart. Well, with the Universal Championship, it got a lot worse. He won the title from Goldberg, did not defend it for 2 to 3 months until Great Balls of Fire in Dallas, Texas. And then he retained it, and then we had Battleground for SmackDown, so he did not defend it in that month. He defended it at SummerSlam the next month, so 2 months later pretty much, or a month and a half later. And then he defended it the next month at No Mercy, which was a shock. But then he was gone for the rest of the year. Yeah, he came back to fight AJ Styles. I'm talking about title defenses. But yeah, he came back, beat AJ Styles, Survivor Series, but then 2 months later, he came back at the Royal Rumble, beat Kane and Strowman, left for 2 months, came back at WrestleMania, and then beat Roman, then came back at the end of the month to beat Roman again in the steel cage, and we have not seen Brock Lesnar since. It's been late April, April 27th, I believe. Late fucking April, and we're in July. Bruh. So that's how it needs to go. He needs to go away from the beast, okay? That title is no good for Brock Lesnar. Or Brock Lesnar is no good for the Universal title. So, let's just hope. I don't care at this point. I don't want Lashley or Reigns to go after it. At this point, I still want Rollins to be my main guy to go after Brock Lesnar. But in the end, if it's one of those two, fuck it. Let it be Lashley. And let Lashley be the first Universal Champion in over a year or two. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I'm just I'm just tired. I'm just tired of this whole shit. What do you guys think though, huh? Who should be facing Brock at SummerSlam for the Universal Championship? Should it be Roman? Should it be Lashley? Or should it be the guy in Seth Rollins? And yeah, thank you guys for listening to the 7 Days podcast. I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to sleep, even though it's 9 o'clock at night. I already sleep at that time, but I don't care. I'm a thug. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out. Later.